Well, everyone, on today's episode, we're having a special type of deal in the sense that Is it
420?
Yes, that's why the light behind you is green in celebration. Please pay no attention to the fact that it is changing from green.
Now yellow.
And just
purple.
remember that it was green and that we are celebrating 420 a little late with some Elysian dank dust. And yes, you heard me correctly, not space dust, dank dust. Are you sure we haven't done this on the podcast?
Yes.
How sure?
Like 100%.
This doesn't.
We've had the Emperor.
Are you sure we didn't do it and the episode didn't get renamed? Like, did it not get
This
renamed?
beer is not old.
I just remember. I feel like I'm just having crazy deja vu right now is all.
We had Dank and Sticky.
No.
Deja vu to what?
Oh, is it? It was this altered contact. That's what it was. We were having Elysian's altered contact, and this probably came up in conversation.
Yeah, probably.
That's what it is.
Altered contact sucked.
Yes, it did.
This is better than that.
Yeah, but yeah. Not by a lot, in my opinion.
By a lot.
I don't know about that.
I bet.
Although, who knows? My memory's shit, apparently.
Yeah. But altered contact was
absolute dog shit.
Let me just bring up our rating here for all. I rated it a 1. Shit.
Yikes.
You rated it a 1.5.
Oof.
Meh.
That sounds about right.
So I'm thinking this is going to be. Yeah. If you just hold your nose and drink it. If you just hold your nose and drink it, you will probably think it's like a little bit of a spicier space dust.
Dang. I literally just fucking lit a joint.
Yeah. You might be high now.
I might be high now. Not even a contact high. I just am high. That's crazy.
So I couldn't find how they brew this beer.
Okay.
They describe it as aromas of lush grapefruit, mango, orange, backed by the extra herbal kick.
But because we also found out that it's like basically the same recipe, right?
I think so.
I
don't know. But like it is a play on space dust, so I'm certain it's probably like at least close to the recipe.
Mm-hmm.
I did some gandering around the Emperor because this is like the closest kind of like this is close to that very style. If you haven't had the Emperor, we have an episode on that. The aroma of this beer is just weed. The Emperor, they say they brew it with hemp hearts. A lot of people on Dank Dust on Reddit were talking about is it terpenes?
Turpentine.
Yeah. Which is what gives plants particular smells. So no one, and then like a lot of people are claiming, it's just the hops because it's a sister family to hemp and weed and all that stuff, which is true.
But like
I drink a lot of beer that doesn't smell like weed. Like this. So yeah. What? Maybe the terpenes, turpentine, tourmaline, whatever that is, they can extract from the hops or hemp or whatever weed, and they add it to the brewing process. I don't know.
Are you referring to methyl benzoate?
Nope.
Okay. Because that is the most common oil scent given off by flowers. So there's that. But yeah, I don't know. Either way, super not just from the hops.
Terpenes. TERPENES.
Did you say PN?
TERPENES. P-E-N.
P-E-N.
Yes.
I'm like, yo, you can't just throw those kind of consonants together.
They're highly aromatic compounds.
Ooh.
So I don't know. Maybe the scent is like the terpenes, the distilled down scent of hops, or I don't know. Or maybe it's hemp parts, like I read on Emperor. I don't know. I don't really care to know, honestly. It's kind of just a random fact.
I am curious a lot, but I don't care enough to figure it out. Like if someone was like, hey, I know this answer, I'd be very interested to hear it. Like, I would really want to.
Yeah, and I probably wouldn't retain any information of that, but like knowing it once.
Yeah, it would make me feel better. Aside from all that, it's 8.2%. Allegedly, there's 73 IBUs.
Dude, 8.2, man.
Yeah, it's a doozy. And
thick.
I'll be honest, upon first sip, not as bad as I remember, even. Like,
pretty good.
Especially as far as weed beers go, this is by far the best.
Like, taste, you definitely get that skunkiness on the back end, for sure.
Yeah, and it's like heavy in the smell. Like, man, does this reek.
I try not to smell this beer, to be honest. Because it's like, if you smell it plus that back end taste, you're not tasting anything else.
Yeah, it's, and I don't mean this in the cheeky way, but very, very like heavy herbal notes on the back end there.
Yeah.
There's like bitter plant. So
plant fibers, like almost like you're chewing on some grass.
Right. Yeah, exactly. 100%.
And not in the, we just keep using words that you could just are euphemisms for weed.
Right, exactly.
And it's like, I was like, what's a plant that's not weed? Oh, grass. And wait,
shit.
Fuck.
Let's see. Have you ever met a woman named Mary Jane with a beautiful front? Oh, damn it. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, no, but yeah, all cheekiness aside, it's pretty good, and like it is bitter.
Yeah, it is definitely bitter.
I like that.
And hoppy, and then like it does have that like orange mango, kind of fruit to it, but like not a full ton.
No, I'll say to finally add some helpful contextualization to the Alpine Happy Birthday. This is pretty on par bitterness wise, but that beer doesn't have like the sweet body. It's like just all bitter, and then that's it. So it's hard to drink. You're really thirsty after you're done drinking that.
Yeah, I bet.
Very confusing. But
you should smink this and let me know.
All right, here we go. I'm going in. It smells better in the bottle. It smells like stinky feet in the glass.
Are you now high?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Absolutely. Yeah. Whoa, man. Nah, I like the last time. I was like, oh, man, that was crazy, dog. That was crazy. Speaking of grass, though, I sprayed some weeds and some are dying. So that is good. I didn't go crazy town with it. Like I sprayed a bit in some areas, but I wasn't ready to de-green my entire lawn yet. And then and I just wasn't like sure. Like it seems pretty straightforward. Like you just fucking spray it a good amount, and then you move on to the next one.
Yeah, just like kind of direct the center of the weed and good to go.
Does it? Have you found like it requires like a bit, or is like even like a few drops? You feel like does it? I mean, I don't literally mean drops, but like just a.
I'm pretty quick about it.
Okay.
I try not to use it like a ton. Like now is probably the time to use it because it's really where we'd start. Like after. Like you do a couple rounds of it, you really don't need to use it again.
Right.
In my experience,
makes sense.
But
how long do you usually give it between sprays?
A
few days, a week,
probably like a week.
Yeah,
How I usually I try to like, like spring, early summer, I try to mow it once a week and ish, depending on how fast things are growing.
Right.
Until like sun starts coming out. So probably in like, this weekend we got a lot of sun.
Yeah.
So I'm watering. I'll water a few times this weekend.
Right.
But like probably mid-July or so, like then I move to like a couple times a week I'll mow. But like springtime, I just kind of do all that stuff around the time that I mow the lawn.
That makes sense. Yeah, that's what I did. I mowed yesterday, and then when I was done, then I sprayed a bit. I saw, I'm glad I did it now to finally start the process. And then plus, I also saw on the container too, it's like you don't want to spray any warmer than 85 degrees outside. Yeah. So I was like, oof, got some of that coming our way, which is crazy. Good gosh.
My lawn is finally starting to recover a little bit.
That's good.
They didn't mow this week.
That's good. That is good.
So didn't have to freak out on anyone.
It had like a little sprinklage, like a teeny bit this morning.
I watered a couple times this week already, so that's helping.
Yeah.
But yeah, for the podcast listeners, someone just is randomly mowing my lawn. And it's way too short.
Yeah, I know what you might be thinking. You might be thinking, yeah, but Levi, he's being helpful.
No, he's doing a shit job at it.
Yeah. Leaving
grass clippings all over the place. It's not good for the lawn, by the way. And mowing way too short for the season. So there's already a couple dead patches. Thanks, man.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Gotta love it.
It's not horrible, but I'm not happy.
Right. Yeah.
I thought about this year, but like with Florida and stuff, it's just never going to happen. But I want to rip up my entire lawn and just level it out, start new.
Yeah.
You'll have to do that eventually. It's just a lot of work. So.
Yeah, I will absolutely have to do that eventually. I think I want to, and I'll probably just do it all at the same time. I think the tree is going to be fine for this year. The stupid fucking crabapple tree. But I'll probably take that out when I level out the lawn, and then I'll want to plant a different tree there as well. Because I like having a tree there. It's nice.
Yeah, just not a crabapple tree.
Yeah. Or who knows? Maybe I'll even like...
Actually, you know what you should do is remove the tree and then bury the power lines. And then because you'll have to rip up your lawn anyways, probably. So
that's true. Yeah, not a bad idea.
Like sucks because that'll be expensive.
I was just gonna say that sounds very expensive, and
also nice not having power lines running across your yard.
I know, God, fucking idiots! Like, who the fuck? Why? I don't get it. Why ever? Right? Why ever?
And then grow a tree into them.
Yeah, right. Fucking retards, man. Tell you. We got there's a lot of that. I mean, and you're already burying like all the pipes. So why not electrical? I don't know, man.
I literally don't know the reason. So.
I don't know either. It's just bewildering.
You want to think like, oh, that's just how it was done back in the day, kind of thing. But like to your point, like you have to run water and shit
right
to the house anyways.
So why not just throw it all in this inconspicuous place underground?
I don't know
either. But I mean, it's just like anything else, right? Like when we moved in, they planted a fucking pine tree in the garden bed up against the house. That's not going to cause any problems. I don't know. People don't think. They're just like, oh, that looks cute. That looks good. Or that won't pose any problems later. Genius. But man, yeah, I'm excited to do nothing but drink beer in the sun this weekend.
That'll be nice.
Yeah. We should figure out what we're doing. There's too many ideas floating around now.
There's a lot of ideas.
Too many ideas. We need to hone it in. And I don't even like the plan, but I'm like, all right, we need to hone it in a little. We got a lot. But Jack was talking today. He's like, I would like to get into golf. I was like, no, I don't know about that all stuff. I'll go to the driving range, but
Yeah, I didn't say play like 18 holes.
yeah, no, I know you didn't. That was Jack saying on his own. He's like, oh, I really think I get in golf. I'm like, I don't know about that. It's a lot of commitment.
Just a little bit.
Yeah. And I was thinking too, like, man, I miss freaking Top Golf, that place.
Yeah, well, it's not here, so you can miss it all you want, but stop bringing it up.
I'm sorry.
Can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Actually, not true. We found out that it's on their website. It is coming, but to Renton.
Yeah.
Which, yeah.
Still not here.
No, still not here. And then it's also pretty expensive.
It's also still not here in Renton.
What? It is.
No.
What are you talking about?
Didn't you say it's coming to Renton?
Oh, you're saying right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saying, like, you just keep bringing up, like, anytime golf comes up or the driving range, you're like,
this is great.
You're like, Top Golf. And I'm like, so what?
Yeah, I know.
Like, I agree. I would also like to go to Top Golf.
But we got to make Cody work there again.
That would help.
That would help a lot.
Or Isaiah. They probably got a kitchen.
That's a great idea. Yeah, you could reinvent their kitchen. Perfect.
My whole thing, so like the first idea, well, my idea was just drink a lot of beer, maybe even 6-barrel at E9, and then sit in the sun. And then if I get hungry, I will go to the valley and get burgers.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant in Tacoma, a bar in Tacoma, really.
Right.
And you guys brought up the gun range.
Yeah.
But like, it's like 80s. And the gun range is inside in the dark.
Yeah.
And it's just, there's a little bit of a misalignment
I get it.
In ideas.
Yeah, I get that.
So that's why I suggested it outdoor range and even the driving range.
Right.
And then it got brought up like the gravel pit, which like I want to do the gravel pit, but it's going to be insane this weekend.
It is going to be crazy.
Plus, it's a drive.
I was going to say, it's kind of far, right?
Yeah, it's got to be like, and it's got to be over an hour.
Where's it at? Do you know?
Yeah, it's in Capitol Forest. It's like next to Olympia.
Oh, geez.
So it's
I
like,
thought it was east. I didn't realize it was west.
Yeah, which is fine. But like for me, I don't want to go drive an hour plus to shoot for an hour or two.
Deal with people.
With it being crazy.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, because my thought whenever I mentioned the gravel pit is like, wait for a nice weekend, go do that early in the morning.
Right.
And then we take the girls to like Lake Cushman and we have a lake day kind of thing.
Right.
Not just like, let's just drive down to the gravel pit for an hour.
Just
like,
for that to drive back. Like
that doesn't sound fun to me.
No. That's wasting daylight is what that's doing.
Yeah, especially when like we don't have like, so our ladies are gone this weekend. So it's like we have no responsibility. Like I don't know. I don't want to spend 3 hours of that driving.
Nope.
So personally,
nope.
Unless it's a whole thing. Like that's why I brought up the cabin too. I was like, because then we could hang out at the cabin, do the beer thing, and like go shooting in the mountains while it's convenient. It's not just like an hour and a half drive to just come back.
Right.
Which I was looking at, like we could do Lake Cushman, but I don't know, kind of weird. Just like I would rather do that with the girls. I
agree. No, I 100% agree. Plus, like too, like I'm thinking like not like a great weekend to go camping because you're gonna be like hot as fuck.
Yeah, I like it's even updated to get like close to 90s, right, or low 90s.
Yep. I saw Saturday 90. I saw 91 on Monday. And like honestly, that's probably gonna go up another couple degrees is my bet.
Especially if you're out in the elements, like
Right. Yeah.
that quickly feels like not just 90, it feels like 95, 96. Like,
Easily. Yeah. There's supposed to be no clouds at all.
so yeah, that's like my preference for camping is actually like being on the colder side.
Yeah, I would rather. Yeah, I'd rather that too. And like we've been to where it's like a little too cold for the gear that we've got. And I mean, it like Renee was miserable. I was like not happy, but fine.
See, that's where it gets difficult for us. Is like you and I would rather camp in the cold.
Yeah.
They would rather camp in the hot.
Oh, yes, definitely. I mean,
like the 90 degrees, they're like, this is when you should go camping. And you and I are like, no, please.
No, thanks. Like the fire at night when it's still like 80, 85.
Sucks.
I'm like, no, that doesn't sound fun at all. I've always thought that people talk about summer bonfires. And I'm like, I think you mean late spring and early fall bonfires because July, I don't want a fire.
August?
No fucking shot. No. Gosh, yeah.
You don't like camp food that's like warm and hearty, which is the last thing you want when it's 80 degrees.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not what I want.
Like some like chili. Like chili's perfect camp food.
Yeah.
Don't want chili at 90-degree weather.
No, I pretty much only want watermelon, and that's pretty much it unless I'm inside. God. Yeah. So I'm glad we built our fire pit before it got balls hot and got to have a couple fires in that thing. In like perfect weather too. It's like kind of chilly.
You'll have a couple fires. You just won't have fire. It'll be like Elizabeth and Renee being like, let's go make s'mores.
Yeah, exactly. Which, and even though we're having like a crazy hot streak right now, I'm sure it's still going to cool off back down to like 70s in like a week.
For sure.
So yeah, so we'll still have some pretty good weather in the nighttime to have some fires before it does. Like, because if it's already getting this hot this early, like, we're going to have a gnarly July and August for sure.
I hope so.
Yeah. So just turn it up. I want to burn.
But yeah, we got to figure that out.
I'm leaning towards like just chilling because it's easier. And then there's no driving involved. But
I'm down to go to that outdoor range I sent to.
Yeah, me too. I would like to check that out. That wasn't too far, was it?
No, it's like Puyallup or some bullshit thing.
Yeah.
Probably somewhere down by the bases.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm absolutely down to check that out. I could do driving range too. I don't know. Wake up Sunday, be like, hey, I don't know.
Yeah, that might be a good, Sunday's a good call out for that.
Yeah.
Let's see where this place is at. I mean, it's called the Tacoma Sportsman Club, so...
Probably roughly in the Tacoma area.
10 miles.
That's pretty far. Like, to be called Tacoma.
Yeah, it's not really. It's
right.
It's
like
Puyallup.
They want to be Tacoma.
It's
yeah.
Puyallup.
Yeah.
It's like the deep South Puyallup too, like Spanaway. South
like I get why you don't want to say you're the Spanaway range, but you are.
Like I get it because you're shooting guns, so.
Right.
But yeah. 35-minute drive right now, and I think there's some traffic, so maybe it's a little bit faster than that. I mean, for you...
Probably like a 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. Here, and then let's see.
That's the other thing that's weird about our area is like...
Here's the thing.
Yeah.
6 miles, 13 minutes from the Y Sports Bar.
Whoa. I should break out my jean jacket and turn it into a vest, and then we can go.
So you know the turn where the Y Sports Bar is at? So if you take that left-hand turn, or I guess before you took that left-hand turn, there's a main street that goes off to the left, and it's basically down that street.
Oh, okay.
So it's pretty close.
Nice. Good deal. So I'm sure... I'm positive you're glad you didn't go, but Jack and I had a good time on Sunday. Went to that Comic-Con thing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What about it?
Well, I had never been to anything like that before, and especially given the fact that it was in Puyallup and like less than $40, I had little to like no expectation for it at all. I was like, if it ends up being kind of cool, then awesome. If it ends up sucking, then like we'll just leave and go get beer and food.
Sure.
And so yeah, it wasn't like super crowded or anything. Like there was a good amount of people there, but it wasn't like it wasn't like Disneyland where you're like shoulder to shoulder with some people at some places. They had so many fucking toy booths. It was insane. Like it was a bit much. It was a little too much in that regard. But then all the talent that was there was cool. Like it was just very approachable for the most part. Most of them were just like at their booths, and you just walk up and say hey, and then you could either pay for the autograph or a picture. But yeah, like randomly there were two dudes there from the Yellowstone show.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so I met them, and it was just like, hey, just a quick thing like, hey, your guys' show's fucking awesome. Can't wait for the next season. And but I was just trying to do that, like just a quick like knuck bump and like get out of the way. And he was just like, no, let's talk. And I'm like, all right, cool. So,
yeah, that's always hard. Like, you probably got to think like they're dealing with just massive amounts of people.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And thankfully, like we went at like a weird time. And like I think when we were going, most people were in line for Ray Park and Ian McDermott. Yeah. So it was like a prime opportunity. So these guys, like, there was pretty much no one at their table. And when we walked up, but even still, I was like, I don't know, I just don't want to waste your time. I'm like, I'm not giving you any money right now. I'm not fucking buying your autograph. I don't really care about you that much. But just cool to see him. I did buy an autograph. First off, the autographs were expensive for what it is. Most people were like $60 or
that's crazy.
Maybe even more. I know, right? For a fucking autograph from like a lot of these people were like background or just kind of no-name people for the most part. But so there was one girl, I don't know if you know the character in Star Wars, Ayla Secura.
Sounds familiar.
The blue Jedi
all
with
the tentacles.
Yep. Yeah. So yeah, the one who's like, when she died.
Yeah.
So she was there, and I bought an autograph from her because she was only like $40, and it like you bought a nice picture from it to like comes with the price, whatever. So I was like, all right, $40 ain't bad. Like for what you get at least. So
would you go again? Like if the same people were there.
Oh, same people?
Yeah. Because you can't predict.
Right. Yeah, I don't think I would if the same people were there. I think the only way that it would draw me more is if I went like, because I did really like Yellowstone.
Yeah.
I would go there maybe for those two guys. Because outside of that, like I experienced what it was, and that was it. If you got a different, like completely different round of people, I would be interested. I think it was like, again, it was less than $40 for the tickets, so it was definitely worth it. And we saw William Shatner had a panel and like listened to him talk for like an hour, and that blew me away. I didn't realize that dude is 91.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Getting up there.
Like he is up there. Like 91.
Like he could have died.
Yeah.
On that stage.
Oh, I thought about it more than once.
And no one would have done anything because they would have just been like, I mean, it's about time.
Yeah, it's 5, a little after. Oof, yeah, it's about then. Yeah. Right. No, yeah. But he like scurried up them stairs and like mentally he's like all there. I mean, he has those like old guy stutters, but like he's totally there.
Like on a scale of like 1 to Joe Biden.
1? Maybe 2. if Joe Biden's the other end, then he's like a 2, I guess. Like he's like
so pretty good.
Yeah, like really good, I guess. Because I mean, he's like he's like he's still old, so he has I call it the old guy stutters, where he just says this, and then you finally say what you're trying to say. But again, like
coherent.
Yeah. Totally coherent and is like recalling shit from like forever ago, as old people do.
Yeah, I saw I saw a couple good Joe Biden videos past couple of days. One was something like America or the West or something can be described in one word, and then it's like it was
Just goes on to give his speech.
Like it was just not even close. And then like I don't even know what he was trying to say. I have no idea.
Are you trying to say Auschwitz? What are you saying? What are you saying?
Then the other one I saw was saw this one today. He's talking about gas prices.
Oh,
Like,
God.
I just want to tell the companies that are running the gas stations, this is not the time to increase prices. This is war times. You got to sell the gas for what you're buying it for. That's it.
So
there's a lot of like if you know like literally, I don't know. I want to say basic economics, but like
I think you could just reduce that to basic math.
yeah, like you do realize like A, it's more expensive, B, if demand's higher, and then like, you know, it costs more than just the gas to run a gas station,
and they like they don't really dictate the price.
Yeah.
I mean, they have a margin that they need to maintain, and then what you're fucking up over there is dictating the price.
Well, and then it's like thinking like that the gas stations themselves are
like they're the bad guys trying to fuck the people.
And it's like, okay, like down the street from me, there's 2 gas stations kitty cornered.
Yeah.
If say they're selling gas for $6 each of them selling gas for $6, you don't think that the other one would be motivated to sell it $5.50 if they could, and like everyone would flood to that gas station and they would just make a lot more money based off of volume?
Right, exactly.
You don't think they would do that?
Yeah, that you don't think that's smart? You don't think?
Because if another one sold it for $5.50 or like $5, or say like $3.75 compared to every other gas station in the state, guess where I'm going?
Yeah, every single fucking day.
Yeah.
Like I don't even need gas, but I'm going.
Filling up barrels.
Yeah. God.
It's just
that's our president, you know. I'll take the racist back, actually. Personally. Yeah. Yeah, man, those tweets are great. They're fucking hilarious. They're entertaining. It's good stuff. I don't know if I told Elizabeth, I don't know if she told you, the gas station by Continuum now, $4.79 today.
I believe it.
That's insane. Everywhere has been like $4.20 or more. That blew my mind. So I was like, Renee has over half a tank, but I'm topping her off because we're getting into summer here, and I can't imagine it's going to go down.
No.
So.
Well, now that Joe Biden said stop.
Oh yeah.
Overcharging,
man.
What
are the odds that was so perfectly timed with something in the background?
Probably.
Yeah. To where it looks like I told them and they did it. So.
No, I mean gas isn't going down anytime soon.
I could see it going down a little bit, but then we're going into summer, so it's just gonna go right back up for summer prices.
We're heating things up in Ukraine for some reason.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
Famous neocon advocate of killing children overseas, Max Boot, said this is not Ukraine's war. This is our war.
Oh,
we sent an attorney general over there, someone in the Justice Department of the U.S. justice system to Ukraine. Because, like, war crimes consideration, you have to go to Ukraine to, like, weigh an opinion. I don't really understand.
Well, there's a lot of minorities over there, and they don't have access to the internet, Levi.
And then Ben Stiller, he met with Vladimir Zelensky, the Ukraine president or whatever he is.
Thank God.
Told him how he wishes he could be more like him. The guy who just announced that they just are disbanding the opposition political party. Because something.
Oh, that's fun.
Because democracy.
Oh, obviously.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's all. Everything goes back to democracy somehow.
Because let's be honest, it doesn't matter what the idea is. It doesn't matter if everyone is for raping children, as long as everyone agrees on it.
Yeah, 51% of it.
Well, as long as the majority agrees on it.
At least 51%.
At least 51%. Then it's okay. So, man.
We live in a society.
We live in a time.
What a great time.
Meanwhile, can't fucking find MP5 22 mag, so...
So now you're just gonna have to get an MP5.
They shipped them off to fucking Ukraine, apparently. God damn it. It's part of the $1.2 billion we're just about to send over there, in addition to what we've already sent.
I did a thing, and
Oh. I've heard that before.
bought a pistol.
Yep. That's where I thought that was going. Sig?
Yep.
Nice. Extendo Magos, cuz?
It does have a 15 and two 12s that come with it.
Both almost illegal.
Yep. Yeah, I was...
That's rad, though. It comes with 3 mags.
Yeah.
That's rad.
I was looking at them, and I was like, I really probably need to get a pistol before the stuff comes through and things either get more expensive or, like, they just won't give me the mag, so they're inherently more expensive. Like, it was just I was just like, yeah, I probably need to do this.
I see that happening. A lot of companies, like, I didn't think it would happen. I thought people would just be like, fuck this. But based off the state of the rest of the country, I really am starting to believe more and more that companies just won't ship to Washington.
Yeah. They either won't ship at all, or they will be like, they just won't sell you the magazine, which, inherently makes the product more expensive.
Well, yeah, no, that's what I mean. I mean, specifically magazines, yeah. But
there's some places that are just like, no.
That's crazy. Yeah. And now I know
the basest of companies won't ship magazines into Washington. And they won't even ship to law enforcement, even though law enforcement can buy from them.
Yikes.
That's based.
That is so based.
They're like, fuck you. You don't have special rights. You have to be like your citizens. We won't sell to law enforcement.
What if they do sell law enforcement? Can I just click the option on the page that I'm from law enforcement?
No, it's not how that works.
Darn.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, darn. They have magazine bans.
I can enforce the law.
They have magazine bans in Chicago. I don't think they have magazine bans in Illinois.
Weird.
Yeah.
That might be the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like,
no, that's what we want, right?
That would be ideal.
Yeah, like, hey, you stay over there. You can have your bans, whatever. Just stay over there.
Yeah, why didn't we just ban magazines in Seattle?
Yeah, that would have been awesome. That would have been genius.
Drive down to Tacoma.
Yeah, here we are.
Pick them up.
Yeah, but so my parents currently live in Illinois. I don't know. Just saying.
I currently live in Florida.
That's true. That's true. Good stuff. And apparently, I have found out when we were living in California, you can forward mail and it's free.
Mm-hmm.
That's mind-blowing. Makes no sense to me. Because you can do what I did, and I bought things and shipped it to Illinois because the tax was cheaper. And then I forwarded it to California.
There's probably fraud somewhere in there.
Yeah, probably, but
we're past statute of limitations.
That's what I'm thinking.
And also, like, ain't no laws when you're drinking White Claws.
True.
Or dank dust or
Dank.
really just ain't
Dank.
no laws.
There ain't no laws.
Basically.
There ain't no laws. There ain't no laws unless half the people agree on it. And I think 100% of the people don't agree here. Ugh. So although that's pretty good, this second one is gonna feel a little more hefty.
Yeah, I mean,
It gets sweeter as you drink it.
what is it? 8.3, 8.2?
Yeah, 8.2. Yeah. Or wait. Yeah, 2.
You're always pushing it when you go over 8%.
Yeah. That's true. That's true.
Like, now this doesn't taste like a thick, hazy boy by any means, but
Yeah.
like some of the 8s get. But it's a lot.
It is a lot.
We've probably talked about it before. What's your ideal?
Percentage.
We probably even talked about it last week.
You know, that'd be funny if we could. It wasn't last week, but that'd be funny if we could find it and see if our answers are the same. I think mine is.
I want to say, like you said, like 7.2.
I don't know. I was gonna say right now 7%. I think 7 is my happy. I feel like you said lower.
I did.
I feel like you said like 6.5. 5?
Yeah.
No. Okay. You remember saying that?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I don't remember what I said at all, but
I would throw a range like 6.5 to low 7s is probably like my happiest place.
Yeah. I like it a little higher than a mid 6. I feel like more often than not. It's hard, right? Because I feel like some of my favorite beers are in that range.
Yeah.
But it's the overwhelming majority in that range are just a little too light for me.
Yeah, and I like the thing for me anyways, and I think this comes with drinking so much beer. Like I'm sure you're the same way too. I know what I'm in the mood for.
Oh yeah.
Like beer wise. Like there are days where I'm like, I'm gonna drink some beer tonight. And then like and it's just I have an old school iPod with the circle scroll, and I'm just scrolling through all the beers that I like. And like there are days where I'm like, you know, Tricera Hops double IPA, that's a thick boy, that like a few of those sound bomb.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
And then like there are other times where I'm like, you know, I want something a little more refreshing but still really hoppy, and I'm like, Leota May just lines right up. And I just looked it up. 6.2%. One of my favorite beers of all time.
Crazy. Yeah.
So like I'm with you on like you know, you just get in the mood for something with a little bit more of a punch. But I would say like probably 70-ish% of the time I'm like in that around that 6.5.
I get that. Yeah, I think I'm with you. Like I think like 3/4 of the time I'm just a little higher. Like I like a nice 7% because they're usually still pretty refreshing, but just have a little more punch to them. But yeah, there's so many times where it's just like I know exactly what I want right now, and it's like those every now and then. And I think more often than not, it's when I'm gaming, I'm more down for like a thick, hefty boy.
I feel that way too, especially when you're like, I'm drinking beer like late at night.
Yes,
you want a
yeah, that's weird.
And not hefty and thick as in like milkshake,
no,
hazy, but like a punchy in the face, hoppy, just like manly.
Like I'll take like a 7.5 to 8% IPA.
Like even like you're even tempted to throw it in a mug.
Yeah,
because it's like thick glass. You're like,
yeah, no, 100%. And then during the day, especially midday when it's hot, It's like that's the last thing I fucking want. But usually something refreshing.
Oh, I decided to look up what zombie dust was.
What?
I decided to look up what zombie dust was.
6.5?
6.5.
Sick, dude. I mean, it's your favorite beer, so that makes sense. Yeah, that's awesome. What are the odds that lines up? Your favorite beer?
If someone can get me zombie dust, I will pay well for it.
I don't think I know anyone in Indiana right now.
Like, your parents probably could get it for us, but like we'd have to like coordinate like when it releases, and we'll probably forget this conversation by the time that happens.
Almost a guaranteed, yeah.
So that's why I'm just putting it out into the ether. If I could somehow get my hands on zombie dust whenever it's next available,
yeah.
I'm in.
No, that's fair.
I need to talk to my coworkers. I have a lot of coworkers in Indy.
Have them ship them to you.
Yeah, I need to figure out.
Yeah, be like, hey, would you break the law for me? Hypothetically, of course.
Good point.
I mean, who gives a shit? If you ship it...
You've never done that before.
No. But hypothetically, of course. Ship it UPS or FedEx, it's fine.
Just put my name on it.
Right. Yeah, you don't got to put the return address.
Yeah.
Like, I'll accept the risks of them not...
delivering it.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Yeah.
And if I get in trouble...
whatever.
Ain't no loss.
Yeah, right, exactly, right? Like, what's... Well, like, you couldn't get in trouble. You just claim you're like, I had no idea.
Who sent this to me?
Yeah, who sent it? Oh, it's not... Oh, they didn't put a return address. Oh, weird. No, I would never do that. That's against the law. I don't do those things. What?
That's probably against the law somewhere, right? I don't necessarily adhere to those, but
would never want to break one of those. Never even dreamed of it. I've never fantasized about it once. I don't think about it every single day breaking the law. I don't do that. Man.
Breaking the law.
Would you stop fucking grilling me? Sir, we haven't even asked you a question yet. Sorry, what?
We're just wondering if you saw that car accident on your Nest cam. Oh.
Yeah. No,
I didn't.
No, I didn't. No, it's off. It's just for show. It's broken.
Let me check the app. No, it's not there.
No. Oh, man. 2-row. What the fuck is C15 malt? That like HBC with hops?
What are you looking at?
The malts for this beer.
Oh.
Maltodextrin Pilsner.
I don't know.
C15.
I thought you said C15 hops, and I was like, I don't think that's a thing.
No. That's what I said. Is that like hops with the HBC?
Now I'm seeing what you're saying.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah. Experimental malts. That just sounds funny.
Yeah.
Even though it's probably very much a thing.
True, yeah. You want to
take a look down memory lane, and by memory lane I mean right now.
In the present, and just write down some general facts and experiences of this beer that we're enjoying.
Yeah. You talk.
Orange. It's surprisingly not super clear. Like, at a distance, it looks pretty clear, but like when you bring it up, I mean, it's like I can't see through this bitch.
Yeah.
Huh. That must be the herbal additions right there. It's gonna because it's not hazy like a typical unfiltered IPA. I bet it's just like a thick brew with the fibrous things.
Yeah.
I taste fibers.
I don't like
not like texture fibers, but like
plant
fiber.
Plant fibers, but the taste.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like you can't filter all that out. Probably.
I mean, it's
Unless you do
there.
like a lot of filtering.
Well, and even then, like you're still like extracting oils and such that hold that flavor too.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm just talking about like the look of it, but yeah.
sure.
What from there?
Smell.
I mean, you lit up a joint. Well, I mean, like,
The first thing I said in all capitals was dank. That's
but like joint or marijuana dank, like not just like, oh, it's like a Johnny Utah where it's a little dank, you know.
joint or Mary Jane dank. Nice.
Are we gonna have to try to smell this to see if there are any other notes?
Yeah, and as long as you don't smink it, it's actually not bad. It's pretty good. Just the smell is pretty good. I said it's kind of stinky feet, but it's also just mostly like weed and hops.
Yeah, and it's like citra hops, right? Like there's some orange in the
like,
smell. That's it.
Also juicy hops.
Yeah, it's in the glass actually. So I'm actually the reverse. You liked it. Well, I guess you said it in the smink.
That was versus smink, yeah.
You said out of the bottle you liked it more. I actually disagree. I smell more of the weed smell out of the bottle.
Yes.
This one I smell more of the hops, and it's actually much more enjoyable. So
a little florally, actually.
I will, notes for you if you go and get some dank dust. Pour it into a glass. Maybe like don't breathe through your nose while you open the beer. Pour it into a glass, then you're fine.
No, 100%. And that was 100% versus the smink because I'm with you. Bottle versus glass, purely smell. The glass
smells pretty fucking good.
It smells really good, and like it's breathing really well in the glass. Yeah. So it's nice. Moving on to taste, I also led with an all caps dank, even though we talked about that's kind of more the back end, but
hoppy, juicy up front.
Yeah.
Fucking marijuana and plant fibers in the back.
Mary joints, fibers in the back. Any other tasters? Any like specific fruits you want to pull out of there? Or?
I mean, I get like orange and mango. Probably like what I just throw out there. They say melon, or no? What do they say? They say grapefruit, mango, and orange. So I am 100% with them on orange and mango. Grapefruit?
I could see grapefruit. Are you saying you think that they're confusing it with an orange with the bitter hops?
It's kind of... But I do taste that wateriness of a grapefruit, if that makes sense. I don't know how to describe that flavor.
Here's what I think is you're extra sensitive to grapefruit.
I think I know that flavor very precisely.
Yes, that's what I mean. And so where most people are like, oh, grapefruit, and you're like, no, it's distinctively orange, but yes, it's the bitterness with the hops mixed in. I could see where you get grapefruit, but you're wrong.
Yeah, that's like I'm skeptical. Like I won't say no to it, but I'm skeptical.
I'll say grapefruit skeptics. How's it feel?
You tell me. Like this is, I think you describe feel better than I describe feel.
I think it's fluffy up front, like
fluffy, huh?
Yeah, I think if you give it like a little tongue flick as you're drinking it, it really bubbles up for you.
Yeah,
and it's like fluffy up front, and then you get this weird mixture. It's almost like it's traveling side by side with carb and like a sticky juice.
Yeah, I was gonna say, so I'll agree with you. Fluffy up front, and then it's kind of like soft, and then like as you're drinking it, in aftertaste, it's got that sticky, sugary residue.
Yeah,
almost cum-like.
One might say that.
I don't know what cum tastes like.
I certainly don't know what it's like in my mouth.
I did this, and then if you've ever seen The Watch,
no. What?
with Ben Stiller.
No, you're on a Ben Stiller thing today.
Well,
I know.
they encounter alien blood and they're like, "What is this?"
Oh.
And it's like stretchy and sticky, and it's like,
I've heard this before.
what is that? It's like cum like. Yep, that's cum. It's one of my favorite scenes.
You
haven't seen The Watch?
No,
You need to watch The Watch.
I've seen shit, what's the movie? Is it Duplex? Is it Duplex where he gets cum in his hair and then Drew Barrymore is like, "Oh, hair gel," and then grabs some.
I don't know.
Ugh. I can't remember which. Or it's like something about Mary. Maybe it's that one. Either way, fucking gross. Critiques?
I don't think I have any. Like, anything that I would say is like just around like the fact that it smells like weed so much, and that's intentional. Like, I know what I'm getting into, so it's like, what would I don't know how I would critique something that's like very clearly intentional. So.
Yeah, and it's hard too because that does translate to the taste, right? Where it's like that not so pleasant back end for us, quite intentional. I
actually don't think it's unpleasant.
Maybe unpleasant is a little harsh, but I just mean just strong back end. I guess if it was just toned down a little bit, I would like it a little more. And then definitely the finish. I would like the finish. You like
your beers to be very crisp and.
That's me. Is this a double IPA technically?
I don't think so.
It is just an IPA. So yeah, if you're gonna say an IPA, I think you should be a little more crisp, a little less thick, even though it's fucking 8.2%. That's kind of hard to avoid in my experience.
Yeah, I don't know that I would agree with you, but I get what you're saying.
If you call this a double IPA, this would be one of my favorite double IPAs. You're just saying it's an IPA.
I think double IPA, you got to be above 8.5.
Really? That's high.
I know.
I disagree. I think for me, the cutoff is 8.
You think so?
I think you could be 8% or higher, and that's a double for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Thoughts?
No.
No hose over there?
No, I'm good on critiques and thoughts. Like, I think this beer is straightforward. Like, we talk about this a lot when we critique beers, that their design, their name, the description, it's false advertising, right? This is not false advertising. They have marketed this beer. They describe it well. I actually think there's one weird thing in here where they say the sweet hop flavor and low bitterness nods to classic Space Dust. Space Dust is known for having like a pleasant hop flavor profile, but being very bitter, like being very clearly an IPA that's bitter.
And this one too is very bitter.
So yes, it has sweet hop flavor. It does not have low bitterness.
Right. Especially when
whoever wrote this is like a heavy IPA drinker, and you're smoking a joint.
No, I think they're a fucking idiot because they say it has 73 IBUs out of 100. That's 73 fucking percent.
Yeah.
That's a high percentage.
I don't know a single non-IPA drinker that would drink this beer and be like, "Oh, yeah. Meh. It's not as bitter as normal IPAs." No. They would probably spit this beer out.
Well, it's above average at the very least. You'd be like, that's fucking bitter.
Yeah. So that's the only weird thing about it, I think. Other than that, as far as like design, you got a high hop. That's hilarious.
Super rad.
Dank Dust. Yeah. No, they nailed the marketing of this beer, set your expectations, and so
I'm ready.
I can't complain when like can design, box design, name, everything aligns with the drinking experience. It's pretty hard for me to like.
Yeah.
I think a good one too is like Celebration.
Yeah.
With the cabin in the woods. Like, that's like just nailed it. Where you want to drink. That's where you want to be drinking that beer. So
100%.
What about you? Thoughts?
No, I mean it's I'm 100% with you on all that. I think we talk about it time and time again, like how important the marketing of your beer is. Everything down from the can/bottle design to like what you say about it to what it's even called. Too.
Important from like a sales perspective, but also important to gain trust with the person who's drinking it.
Absolutely. Well, and that's like,
which is really what you're talking about. I just want to like, some beer guy could be like, yeah, it's so important because that's how we sell it, and it's like, yeah, but also if you break the trust with the drinker, like you're just setting yourself up for a bad experience.
No, 100%. And I think like when it comes to most things, and I don't think beer is an exception, that's where your experience starts. Like you think, oh, you're drinking a beer, it's just the taste. Like, no, your experience starts from when you hear the name and you see the packaging to when you're done drinking it. Like it's the whole experience. And so it's all part of it, and they nail it. And good gosh, if Deschutes, I have to come after you again, I swear to God, I'll do it. I swear I will. You fucking idiots. I will come after you.
Deschutes is an example, like whoever their artist and design people like know how to attention grab, but their beer breaks all the trust.
Yep. All the trust is broken there. Can't trust you one bit. And that is why to this day, I'm skeptical about every Deschutes beer. And we had a really good one not that long ago, like within the last 6 months or so. We had a really good one. But I was like super skeptical. I was like, no fucking way.
I go to the grocery store and I'll see a new Deschutes beer, and there's a good shot I won't buy it.
At least you think twice, bare minimum. Yeah. Oh, it's funny. The Red Chair's a Deschutes beer, actually.
Yep, Red Chair we like.
I forget about that. Love that beer. And that one actually nails the packaging and everything as well.
Agreed.
Everything down to the name of the beer. Yeah, it's a great job all around. But anyways, I digress. This is a good beer. Again, from even what I said in the beginning, way better than I thought it was gonna be. I don't know why.
Nick came in dreading.
I came in hot. Yeah, I was not excited for it.
Like he's mentioned like several times. Are you sure we haven't done this beer yet?
Yeah.
Don't want to do this. Do we have any other options?
Yeah.
Yes, we do. But
no, we're doing drinking this. Yeah. And yeah, I was happily surprised. And all around, pretty dang good beer. I even thought, even after I drank the first one, I thought the second was going to be a chore. And I'm about halfway done with the second one, and I'm like,
dude, I'm cruising down these.
Yes.
I'm fucking
you are.
I'm having a great time.
Yeah.
This is actually really good.
Yeah, so I'm ready to rate though. I don't know if you're ready or not. Maybe you need to like glance over the numbers real quick. Just to solidify it. But I did that. It took me like 2 seconds. I was pretty ready. So yeah, no, I'm just impressed. And Elysian too. Elysian's very hit or miss with us. They've got some staples, but pretty hit or miss. So
yeah, I'm ready.
Definitely and like I said from the beginning too, best fucking weed beer I've ever had.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
The best, top tier. So ratings in 3, 2, 1, 4.5. All right. Okay. So I am in the same tier as you, by the way.
Yeah. We're both in amazing, awesome. So I'll start with perfect and why I wouldn't say it's in the 4.5 to 5 category.
Yep.
I just don't think. I'm happy to be proven wrong. I don't think you can make a weed beer or a hemp beer or whatever you want to call it a perfect beer. I think it detracts too much. I think the smell and the that herbal like thickness. It's like it's like fruiting a beer and just inventing something new that's not quite a beer almost. It's not to that degree, but it's something like that where it's like I just think you take away from the beer experience that I expect. That I just don't think you belong in the perfect named category. So I definitely think like a really good beer that's like this, as far as it can go, is like a 4.5 in that area. So their descriptors for this category is a couple things I would tweak: smaller flavors that might not sit well, i.e. too tropical stuff. think what hesitates for me on this is it's just I think the whole experience is a bit much. I think if it was like upper sevens, not in the eights, I'd probably enjoy it a little bit better. It'd be a little less sticky. Like I like even after not drinking for a little bit and talking, I'm kind of thirsty. Like I need some water. Feel those sugar molecules. My mouth tastes a little syrupy. So I think for that reason, I think the experience is probably a little overwhelming.
They went balls to the wall.
They really did.
And I would put this in the category of being a novelty beer.
Yeah.
It's probably one of, if not the best of that category, but like I still think it's like a novelty beer.
That's actually a great way to put it, because I was thinking about this too. It's like I really enjoy this. Like clearly, I'm sipping these down.
Yeah.
I really enjoy this. I was like, would I get this again? And to your point, novelty. Like, yeah, I would. To like, I have some friends over. It's a fun beer to drink and to experience, and it tastes good at the same time, which is like perfect marriage, right? Like,
doesn't happen often.
Like it's funny and it tastes amazing, compared to like the 120-minute.
Oh God,
funny, horrible,
not quite amazing.
Yeah, this is like, hey, try this funny beer. It also tastes great, and that's like a perfect combo. But if I'm just like chilling by myself, I don't think I'm ever going to the store and picking this up.
No, I don't think so either. I think it definitely calls for an occasion. Like, even if it's just something like, oh, you're going to a party and like it's just kind of like a funny. Again, it's still like there's some novelty behind it. Like there's like you're not just getting it.
Get high.
Yeah, you're not.
Pull out beer.
You're not just getting it because it's a good beer.
No,
I don't think you ever get this and enjoy it on your own because it's a good beer. It's definitely got a time and place. So.
Anything else you want to add to your ratings?
No, you really said it all, honestly. So,
I think this is a limited release. I don't know if they're even selling it anymore. I haven't really seen it around. I wouldn't really notice if it was, but like, I don't think I've seen it. And
I did see it. I have seen it recently.
I hope that it is a seasonal release. I think this would be really great to release around 420. Like that would be a perfect novelty time and I would get it again. Like if like a once a year thing, pick up a 6-pack of these. Like that's fun.
Did you get this in May?
I have no idea.
Like that is.
They have the expiration on it though. It's a drink by, and it says drink by like late July. So
damn,
we're good. I mean, we could probably look it up.
It says quite specifically experience by. So that's fun.
They pull the whole Stone.
Yeah.
That's what Stone says, right? Experience by? Or they say enjoy by.
Enjoy by. Is that their actual phone number? 844 hotline?
That'd be awesome.
That would be awesome. I will call it on the air. You heard it live. 844.
So Dank Dust is under their category of seasonal beers. It is not listed under limited release. So this is...
Hello, and thank you for calling Elysian Brewing Company. Our team will be happy to assist you as long as you are at least 21 years of age.
Ooh.
So please be ready to give us your date of birth. Also, this call may be recorded for quality and training purposes.
So yes.
That is Elysian's number. That's pretty cool.
But on their website, you know, if they're telling the truth, this is listed as a seasonal release. It is not, and they do have seasonal versus limited, and this is under seasonal. So I hope that they release it around 420, and maybe they did. I don't know. Because I will be happy to get this again next year. But I probably wouldn't. I'm not going out of my way to get it again.
No.
All right. Final thoughts. Any advice you want to give?
Don't forget to bring a towel. Want to get high?
The water. Yeah, it's the Dank Dust and the water's on his mind. So he wants to go in a kiddie pool.
I do want to go in the kiddie pool. If we're staying here, that's happening. So
got one.
That's all.
See you guys in a couple weeks.